earlier and said we have a brilliant team. We have had brilliant PSs before me, brilliant ministers, and they have laid down the foundation of the department, whether it's in fisheries, whether it's in aquaculture, and also within the blue space. And what we are doing now is picking from where they left and continue developing these tools. Any investor who wants to come to Kenya, they'll first look at your policy. They look at your regulation, they look at your strategy, then they'll be able to make an informed decision. You as George, if you want to start aquaculture farming, you'll be able to look at these documents and look at the potential areas and the ways and the dots and the do's of what you can do. So I want to thank my team, whether it's the State Department and the various state corporations, because they have worked to develop these instruments. We continue to develop more, and we'll continue to support Kenyans to be able to explore this space. Yes, brilliant. So it was a good foundation. It was a good foundation.
Let's look at some feedback here. Don't say your name. Please start with your name and where you're watching us from. You say you're watching us from the county of Embu. You're asking what can be done, especially for people in areas that are hot. What are some of the activities for one to venture into the aquaculture in areas that are not as conducive, that are relatively hot, and to be able to ensure that they tap into these investments as well?
Okay, thank you for that question. If you look at aquaculture, you don't have to do aquaculture on a lake or river or a dam. One of the biggest commercial farmers in aquaculture, they're actually here at Kajiado.
Okay.
And Kajiado is very hot. So you just need to have the required components to do aquaculture farming. And you can be able to be guided on that at the State Department. However, you just need to ensure you have water that is circulating. Remember, there's aquaculture and there's the recirculation of water system. So you can be able to develop that water system within the aquaculture space so that you can be able to use that water and use it to do farming and also to do aquaculture. And that water can be recycled again and again and cleaned up and also ensure that it's safe for the fish. Yes, so it doesn't have to be, aquaculture doesn't have to be on a water body.
On a water body.
Yes.
Brilliant. PS, as you know, you get a few, perhaps 30 seconds to a minute to be able to speak to Kenyans and the investment potential and what you would like to see in the next 1 year, especially relating to your docket and how Kenyans can then be able to say that within this period, we have seen an increase for someone who started investment in aquaculture from X amount to X amount.
Okay. So thank you, George. As the government of Kenya, through the wisdom of His Excellency the President, Dr. William Ruto, we have put enough structures. We have developed, we have reviewed policies, registration, strategies to develop the sector of fisheries and blue economy. We have developed Kenya fisheries policy. We're in the process of developing aquaculture policy. We are also in the process of developing the blue economy strategy and also the regulations that will be able to support in governance of this sector. In terms of infrastructure development, we are in the process of building infrastructure development within the lake region. That is Lake Victoria, Lake Turkana, Lake Naivasha, and also within the Indian Ocean. In terms of also in matters of planning, we have developed marine spatial plan in the lake region, Lake Victoria that is, and also Indian Ocean. These marine spatial plans will be able to show the potential areas for any investor, either an individual investor, either a local investor, or regional investor, or international investor in this blue space. So we can be able to tap the potential of blue economy through these components. And also to mention is that the government of Kenya, through the State Department, we have a very open door policy. Any support you require as a Kenyan or an investor, we are open. We'll be there to advise you, to guide you on the best practices within the fishery sector or any other activities. And finally, it's just to support our fisherfolk. The fisherfolk community, which are the beach management units, they're very vibrant and they really want this space to continue working and increase and ensure there's food security, there's job creation, and also there's revenue generation. So with all those components, Blue Economy and Fisheries Department, we are looking forward to a fisher community in the sense of increasing our fish consumption per capita from around 3.5 to 4 kg to at least 8 to 10 kgs, which is the African market. Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. What a way to wind up the program. I see a lot of feedback. Guys are watching this. Thomas watching from Nairobi. He says,